Hello everyone, happy Friday. This is Rebecca Warrington from rjmindbody.com, and this is our final day of our bliss kosha. Those are the final kosha, and we will be doing our dancer pose today. By now, I would guess you've become really proficient at it. And just to remind people that we do have Celebrate Saturday tomorrow, and that's going to be live in Berlin. So please join us if you're here, if you're at home, not away on holiday, or on holiday, join us as well. That's the beauty of these classes, you can join us anywhere. So that will be really exciting. And next week we're going to be moving on to our solar plexus, back to the solar plexus. So remember the solar plexus chakra. So meaning that we're going to be concentrating on our core work, but also the whole idea of self-esteem, self-confidence. I think this is a nice way to, as we start to wind down the summer and begin September. And we will be asking for some ideas of what you would like us to concentrate on. Maybe there's some needs you might have, or preferences in terms of yoga classes, or whether it's not just the physical, as well as if there's anything more spiritual you would like to get in to talk about. So that's what's coming up. It's very exciting. So Monday is going to be a class very similar to this, but it's going to be we're going to be concentrating on our core work, which is pretty cool, and the whole solar plexus region, that solar plexus chakra. But for today, this is a class which is, what's nice about Fridays is it's kind of like a different feel. And when you were talking about bliss, it's easier sometimes to feel blissful than on a Monday. Our mantra for today is I am open to inspiration and bliss, and that will also tie into Monday's class too, the inspiration piece. But to be open to it, so instead of looking and searching for it, be available to it, and that makes a big difference. We're going to do a nice flow today, and just enjoy this class. And lots of stretching, but also we're going to do our dancer pose as our peak pose. So just take a moment and sit up nice and tall, allow your eyes to gently close, and take the first few moments just to settle in. So after a very, very warm week, our bodies have been through a whole different experience than what they're used to. So just let the breath begin to flow in and out, back into that, start to deepen the breath. Feel that connection to that center, that kosha that is the closest to our soul or spirit, or whatever you wish to call it, true self, Atman, which is a beautiful way of saying soul. And asking yourself, has it been a blissful week? Have there been moments that you've caught as being blissful? And then gently open your eyes. And what we're going to do is come off of our seat and stay seated. We're going to do an Uddiyana, which is taking the soles of the feet together, coming into Baddha Konasana. And we've done this breathing exercise before. It's a cleansing breathing exercise. Place your forearms on your shins as best as you can. Take a breath in, and we're going to, I'll describe it first. As you breathe in through the nose, you lift the heart, you everything opens, and then as you exhale, you forcefully exhale through the mouth. Bring the chin towards your chest, pull the belly in and up. Pelvic floor pulls up. Everything kind of pulls up towards your heart. So you're pushing into that diaphragm. Hold the breath, and then you soften the tummy, and then we do it again. Okay? So the first thing we do is just exhale completely. Then take a breath in. And then take a breath out. Through the mouth. Pull the belly in and up. Chin to chest. Push into those shins. Hold the breath. Soften the belly first, then start taking the breath in through the nose. Lift your heart up and take a deep breath in. And then another exhale. Chin to chest, belly pulls in and up. Holding, so you're squeezing your internal organs. Well, around the tummy, the liver, all these beautiful organs. And then soften the belly first, and then take a deep breath in. One more time. Inhale. And then and chin to chest, pull the belly in and up. Feel it slightly rise up towards the chest. Hold the breath. And then soften the belly and take a deep breath in through the nose. And then as you exhale, fold over. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. Let yourself settle in here, feeling all the different sensations from this stretch. And then take an inhale and exhale. Slide the hands towards your shins. Come up nice and tall. And let's cross your ankles and come onto your tabletop. Into your tabletop. Let's open the knees, let's curl the toes under, let's take a breath in, and as you breathe out, move into your downward dog. Or your extended child's pose, either one. Lift up onto your toes, lift your heels, and take your tailbone and tilt it upwards. Look towards your thumbs, and then place the heels back down, drop your head, peek between your legs. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, looking towards the thumbs. This can be done on your hands and knees. Exhaling, pressing the heels down, and drop your head and looking back. 1 more time. Inhale, look towards your thumbs, come onto your toes. And then exhaling, drawing up through the belly, just like we did in Uddiyana before. Pelvic floor pulls up, belly pulls in, and slightly up towards the rib cage, and then press the heels to the ground. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, just walk to the front of the mat. Let's fold over into your forward bend. Let's let everything just hang here. Feeling into this beautiful, blissful pose where we relax. The nervous system has an opportunity to just be calm and relaxed. There's no stress in this one. And then bend the knees, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, reach all the way up to the sky, reach the arms high, and let the hands, keep the hands shoulder distance apart, thumbs pointing backwards. Let's lean back. And then bring the hands, interlace them, place them behind your head, then lift up nice and tall. Resting your head in your hands. Now bring and then open up the feet a little bit wider than your hips. Elbows angle in towards each other. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, just round about halfway. So don't come all the way down, just
halfway. And then inhaling, pressing into those feet, lifting up nice and tall, and pressing your head into those hands. If this hurts your shoulders in any way, this doesn't work for you, just do it without the hands behind the head. Place your hands on your thighs instead. The elbows, exhale, rounding through the spine, leaning forward, elbows angle in towards each other, pointing towards the ground. And then inhale, lift back up, straightening those legs, pushing your head into the hands or pushing the hands into the thighs if you've opted that one instead of the hands in the head. And one more time, let's roll forward, let's hang here for a moment. And then release the hands from your head. Actually, keep your hands on your head. I've just changed my thoughts. Come all the way down. And then just let the elbows hang down. Thumbs are resting on those muscles on the back of the neck where the head, the skull, and the neck meet. Allow yourself to dangle here, creating a little bit of traction for that neck. So if your hands were on the thighs, feel free to you might be able to do this one. Place the hands behind the head. And there's a slight tugging on the head. So you're separating the vertebra. Just a tiny bit, very subtle movements here, or separation. And then release the hands to the ground. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, roll back up. Once you lift up, squeeze the shoulder blades together and inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. We're going to go through the sun salutation. Forward fold. All the way down, inhale halfway. Exhale, step your right foot back. Lower your right knee down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, lower the hands down, step back into your downward dog or extended child's pose. Inhaling into your plank with knees up or down. I'm going to put my knees down for this one. Hinge forward, exhale, lower down onto your tummy. Inhaling, sliding the hands forward, cobra. Either elbows resting on the ground or keep the elbows slightly up but bent. Breathing in, soften the shoulders down, and then exhale, lower all the way down. Slide the hands next to the chest, press into that chest, next to your chest. Exhale, downward dog. Bring your left foot in towards your right foot. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, step your right foot between your hands, either from your knees or downward dog, and exhale, the left foot next to the right, forward fold. Inhaling halfway, exhaling forward fold, and inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhaling, hands to heart. Breathing in, reaching up to the sky. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling, stepping your left foot back, lowering your left knee down. Inhaling, sweeping your arms up. If this doesn't feel right, sweeping the arms up, keep the arms on the ground or on the thigh. Exhale, lower the hands down, step back, either into a child's pose or a downward dog. Inhaling into your plank, or go from your child's pose into your knee plank with the knees down. Exhale, hinge forward, lower down onto your tummy. Inhaling into your cobra or sphinx with the elbows resting on the ground. Exhaling, hands next to your chest, curl the toes under, downward dog. Take a breath in and take a breath out. You can do an extended child's pose here. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, step your left foot between your hands. And then step your right foot next to your left. I should have done a lunge there. Oh well. Take a breath in. It doesn't matter. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. That's one. Take a breather here. Breathing in. And breathing out. Feeling the connection from the heart chakra, where the bliss, where we experience our bliss most of the time, right there. Inhaling, sweeping your arms up to the sky. This time bring the legs together, bend the knees, come into a chair. So this is Sun Salutation B. Place the hands to the ground as you exhale. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling, you can step or jump to your downward dog or your extended child's pose. Inhale into your plank. Knees down or up. Exhale, lower down onto your tummy. Inhale in. If you're an upward dog person, feel free to do an upward dog, or you come into your cobras. Exhale, lower down. Press back into your downward dog or extended child's pose. You decide. Let's hold this for 3 breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, either if you're in the mood to jump forward or walk forward, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, forward fold. Bring the feet together. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling, forward fold. And inhale, sweep your arms forward, bend the knees, chair. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, lift all the way up to standing. Woo. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breather here. Inhaling and exhaling. Woo. Open the feet, hip distance apart. Open your eyes, let the arms drop next to your sides. Spin the palms forward. Mountain pose, but a very, very powerful mountain pose with the palms facing forward. Soften the shoulders down, soften your face. And then bring your left foot in towards your right foot. Now you know where we're going here. Spin the palms so they're facing now the thighs. And lift your right leg up and bring your right leg back. You decide how you're going to hold that right foot. Whether it's twisting the right hand outward. For some people that might hurt the shoulder. It might be too much. Otherwise grab the foot or use the strap. I'm going to hold this for just a second. And then bring your right knee even with your left knee. So you can just adjust it you can look down or use your mind's eye to check if those two are pretty close. Then take a breath in, and as you breathe out, start to lean forward. Maybe you can do this now, 5 days later, right? Or if maybe you're just starting the class today. Doesn't matter what point you join the class. And see if you can go deeper. Those that have been doing it all week might be able to go deeper. And then take a breath in, and as you breathe out, bring that knee back in, and then lower that foot down. Let's do a little bit of a shake. And then let's do the other side. So lift that left leg up and bring it back behind you. So before you even go into dancer, make sure that straight leg, that standing leg is soft. Pull that left knee in to be as even with the right knee as possible. Some of us stay here. You could spin that left palm outward and grab hold of the foot inward, or grab a strap. By now, pretty much know what to do, what works for you, and maybe lean forward.
Maybe do it without any support by now, or you might still need it. You can feel the front of your thigh stretching. All that muscle, fascia, have been working all week long to stretch out those tight muscles, which most of us have. Lower the left foot down and just shake it out. Just loosen up. Let's do some figure eights. Loosen up those legs and the ankles. And then let's come back to the front of the mat. If we're not at the front of the mat, let's take our hands behind the back, interlace them, and slide them down your bottom. Squeeze the shoulder blades and lift the hands off your bottom. And fold forward all the way down. And see how this feels. If this doesn't work for you, you can use a strap to grab hold of your hands. And then grab hold of the strap instead of your hands and release the hands to the ground. Step back into your downward dog and then onto your knees. Then take a pause here in child's pose. Let the elbows soften. So this week has been a lot of muscle work, as you probably are feeling. Let's take a breath in, and as you breathe out, walk the hands to your knees, come onto your right hip and swing the legs forward. We're going to lower ourselves down onto the mat and we're going to come into a supine pigeon, so a lying down pigeon, where you place your right ankle on your left thigh. Take your hands behind your left thigh. Flex create a 90-degree angle with that left leg. Push your right knee forward it's energetically, so just use your mind to push your knee forward as you draw that right knee, as you bring that left knee in. So the hip open. If you want a little bit more, you can straighten your left leg, flex both feet, and bring that foot in, that left foot towards you as you push the right knee forward. We haven't done a lot of things lying down. So place the left foot on the ground, open the arms out to the sides, and heel toe that left foot out to the left, and let your knees drop to the right. So we did this on Tuesday. One of my favorite hip stretchers and spinal twists, but definitely more of the hip than the spine. You can feel it. There's a little bit of sensation in that left hip, especially since what we've been doing all week long. If that doesn't feel good at all, just simply take that right leg off, place it down on the ground, and then let's bring the legs back up, heel toe that left foot back on the mat, and then release that right foot, and then just switch, left ankle on the left thigh. Do the same, hands behind that right leg, press that left knee forward, flex the foot, 90-degree angle with that right foot, as if you're pushing into a wall. If ever you want to intensify this, you can always actually push the right foot into a wall. You'll feel the difference. We have to imagine it. And then if you want a little bit more, straighten that right leg, or a hamstring stretch, which we can definitely use today. So we've been doing a lot of muscle work on our hamstrings, a lot of strength, which is good. And then lower that right foot down, open the hands out to the sides, let your knees drop to the left. You have the option of taking this left leg off.
But if it doesn't hurt, keep it on, because it adds just a little extra to this twist, but also in stretching out the right hip. It's the flexor, but also the psoas muscle, a little bit extra, more so probably the piriformis, but yeah, maybe the whole combination. And then slowly bring that back up. Give yourself a hug. Forehead to your knees, flex the feet. Let's just hold this a little bit longer, because it's good to stretch out the spine, and this stretches out your spine. And then just straighten your legs and lower your head to the ground, reaching the feet up to the sky. Now if you could take your hands and slide them and maybe touch the foot, or hands behind your legs, bring the legs as close to your face as you can possibly. If you could touch the feet, you can actually grab hold of your big toes. That's also nice too. But you're not coming all the way over your head at this point. This is more of a lower back stretch, hamstring stretch, glute stretch, calf stretch, the whole shebang here. And then hug your knees into your chest. And let's take your left leg to the left corner of the mat, right to the right corner. And let yourself settle in for your Shavasana. Take 2 to 5 minutes. Just let yourself be. Bliss, bliss. Your body craves these stretches. I keep saying that, I repeat it. It craves the strength part of it as well, not just stretches, but the combination. It craves the pauses, but also the movement. It's like you're giving it a green salad, but you're doing it on a physical, more movement rather than food-wise. And I'm going to find myself going to come up and seal the practice. Continue on. Let it be maybe extra long today, since it's a Friday. If you can give yourself a little bit more. So I am open to inspiration and bliss. Something that is so important that we say. Because after a while, your body will remember bliss. It will become another thing that it knows. It knows it already, but you will begin to experience it more and more, because you're open to it. You're less in your head. So tomorrow we're in Berlin for our live Celebrate yoga class for the whole week of bliss. And I'll bring all the 5 koshas into that. Next week, we're on to the week of our solar plexus chakra. As we we concentrate on our core strength and our core flexibility. As I bring my hands in front of my heart, sending you gratitude, compassion, and love. Thanking you for a wonderful week, and have a blissful day, everyone. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you Monday. Namaste.